There's a space in your home you walk through every day, but never really feel. It sits quietly between your front door and your living room, not big enough to decorate, not small enough to ignore. But here's the thing, that space, it holds the key to your home's energy. If it's left bare, cluttered, or confused, energy doesn't settle. It rushes in, then rushes out. And you feel it not in the walls, but in your life. In the tension you can't explain. In the way your house feels off, no matter how much you clean. In the tiredness that follows you room to room. Most people blame bad luck on the house itself. Too old, too narrow, too dark. But the truth is, the problem often isn't the house. It's how energy moves inside it. Today, I'll show you one simple object you can place in that exact spot. The space between your entry and your living room that can gently shift the flow, hold energy where it matters, and finally let your home feel like it's breathing again. It's not about style. It's not about rules. It's about learning to listen to the quiet places that have been asking for your attention all along. Because when you realign this one area, everything else starts to soften. Part 1, the forgotten pathway and what it's costing you. You've probably never stood still in the space between your front door and your living room. You enter, toss your keys, maybe your purse, kick off your shoes, and move on. No one talks about that space. No one decorates it, pauses in it, or considers it sacred. And yet, that's exactly where your home's energy is made or broken. When this area is cluttered, chaotic, or forgotten, it doesn't just feel messy, it starts to affect you, slowly, quietly, subtly. You may notice you get irritable more often, tired before noon, distracted but unsure why, or maybe your house just feels heavy, like it holds its breath all day, waiting for something to shift. And you've probably tried to fix it, reorganized the furniture, burned a new candle, bought a plant you forgot to water, but nothing really changes because you're treating the symptoms, not the source. The source is that in between. The mouth of the house and the heart of the home are disconnected. Energy enters through the door, but without guidance, it slips through the cracks. It never lands, never settles, so it doesn't nourish the home. It doesn't nourish you. Imagine walking into a restaurant with no host to greet you, no lighting, no music, just an empty hallway and cold air. You'd want to leave. That's what energy does in your home when this space is overlooked. It leaves, and with it goes the warmth, the stability, the quiet sense of I'm okay here. This is especially true if your entry faces directly into the living room or points straight toward a back door. The energy shoots forward like a gust of wind that blows right past you, and it keeps happening every time someone walks in. It's no wonder you feel scattered, that your plans never quite stick, that conversations at home feel rushed or disconnected. You might chalk it up to age, to stress, to a weird phase, but it could be the space itself. It's not haunted, it's just ignored, and ignored spaces become emotionally hollow. They echo, they accumulate the residue of what's unspoken, frustration, tension, grief. You don't see it on the walls, but you feel it in your chest. And over time, it begins to shape how you experience your own life. The good news is this: it doesn't take a renovation, it doesn't take moving. What it takes is recognition that this forgotten pathway deserves intention. A soft place for energy to slow down, greet the house, and stay. Because when energy is welcomed, gently, mindfully, it transforms the air, the mood, the way your home holds you. And when your home holds you, even on the hardest days, you breathe a little easier. And that changes everything. Part 2, the one object that can shift it all. You don't need to tear down walls or buy expensive furniture to change how your home feels. You need one object placed in the right spot with the right intention. That spot is the passage between your front door and your living room. And the object, a soft, partial divider. Nothing big, nothing solid. Just a light, warm partition that invites energy to pause before it moves. Think of it like a gentle hand reaching out and saying, "Come in, slow down, stay a while." It could be a low wooden screen, a beaded curtain, or even a narrow cabinet with open shelves. The point is not to block, but to soften. To signal from the very first step inside, this home pays attention. This home holds itself with care. Most people leave that entry path empty or cluttered, but energy, just like people, needs a moment of transition. Without it, everything becomes rushed. Life feels like a hallway you're always trying to get through. But when you add a soft boundary, a visual cue that says, "This is a space between spaces," you create a pause, and that pause is powerful. It grounds the energy that enters your home. It gives it direction. Suddenly, your home doesn't feel like it's constantly spilling forward. It feels held. You feel held. The materials matter. Natural wood warms the space. Bamboo carries a quiet resilience. Beaded curtains, especially with soft, rounded textures, create movement without noise. They catch the light. They shimmer when you pass. They whisper without words that this home still breathes. Choose something about chest height, high enough to mark a transition, low enough to stay open. This isn't about building a wall. It's about offering a threshold. When light filters through wooden slats or beads catch the glow of a soft lamp nearby, your entry begins to feel alive, like it's no longer the background of your day but the beginning of it. And intention matters just as much as design. Don't use the divider as a dumping spot for bags or coats. Don't let shoes pile up or paperwork collect dust. This is not the house's junk zone. It's the welcome zone, the invitation. Place something meaningful near it, a small plant, a warm light, even a book or framed photo that calms you. Let it be a reflection of the energy you want to walk into, because the energy that greets you at the door follows you through the house. If that first moment feels harsh or forgotten, so will everything else. But if it feels cared for, even just a little, it reminds you that this home is yours, that you are worth arriving to. And maybe that's the shift you've been waiting for. Not something dramatic, not something expensive. Just one small, steady choice to care for the space that carries everything in. And when you do, the whole house listens. The air softens. The tension breaks. And what felt broken begins to feel possible again. That's what a well-placed divider can do. It doesn't just separate rooms. It reconnects you to your space, to your breath, to your life. Part 3, little things that hold big energy. Sometimes the most powerful things in a home aren't loud or large. They don't announce themselves, they don't take up space. But they hold it quietly, faithfully, like a soft anchor beneath everything else. Once you've created that threshold between your entry and your living room, what you place around it becomes part of your home's story. Not decoration, not clutter, but symbols, each carrying a certain kind of energy. Energy that speaks without words, shapes the mood without asking permission, and lingers in the room long after you've passed through. Let's begin with something so simple, so familiar, that many people overlook it entirely. A green plant. Not just any plant, but one that's soft, full, alive. A pothos, a money tree, a ZZ plant, something lush and forgiving. These plants don't just clean air. They signal vitality, growth, continuity. A green plant near the divider tells the energy, "You're welcome here." Its leaves move gently when someone passes by, as if to greet. Its color grounds the space, connects it to the rhythms of nature, and softens the harshness of hard surfaces. If you've ever stood near a plant on a quiet morning and felt like the room was listening, you already know what I mean. That's not decoration. That's energy holding you in return. Now picture this. Just beyond that divider, on a small shelf or cabinet, sits a figurine. Not bold or flashy, something gentle. A smiling Buddha, a pair of cranes, a small hand-carved gourd. These aren't religious objects, they are emotional touchstones. They remind you every time you walk in that peace is possible, that calm is available, and that joy doesn't always have to be earned. A figurine like this doesn't try to impress. It simply stays. It witnesses. And in doing so, it transforms how you feel about your space. Imagine coming home after a long, draining day, and the first thing you see isn't bills or mess, but a figure that reminds you to breathe. That feeling, that shift in your chest, that's energy. That's what these little things carry. And then there's sound. Soft, ambient, almost imperceptible, but deeply effective. A ceramic or metal wind chime hanging just inside the entryway catches the movement of air as the door opens or closes. Not the loud, clanging kind, the soft kind. the kind that rings like a memory. Each time it moves, it breaks up stagnant energy. It invites motion. It resets the room without you having to do a thing. Over time, that sound becomes part of the home's rhythm. You begin to notice that tension falls faster, that conversations soften, that silence feels safe instead of empty. That's not magic, that's resonance. Next, let's talk about light. Specifically, a soft, warm glow near your entry area, not overhead, not clinical, but a small lamp on a low surface, something golden, something forgiving. This kind of light doesn't just illuminate, it welcomes. It creates depth in the room. It casts shadows that move with the hour. It tells the brain, you've arrived, you're safe. If you can, use a bulb with a warm temperature, something around 2700 K. And if you want to go one step deeper, add a timer or motion sensor so that it turns on as you enter the home in the evening. There's something incredibly healing about walking into a space that's already anticipating you. It feels like being remembered. And in a world where so much is demanding, that simple light becomes an act of love. You can enhance this even further with scent. A reed diffuser, a drop of essential oil, a linen spray, lavender for calm, cedarwood for grounding, citrus for clarity. Just enough to notice, not enough to overwhelm. When you combine scent with light and sound, you're not decorating anymore, you're composing. You're curating the sensory atmosphere of your life, and you don't have to explain it to anyone. You'll know when it feels right. Your body will tell you, your breath will slow down, your shoulders will drop. That's the power of invisible beauty. Let's not forget the small surface itself, the cabinet, the side table, the low shelf. This isn't storage, it's the landing place for your energy. Keep it clean, keep it intentional. Place objects on it the way you would set a table for someone you love. A small bowl for keys, a candle that only gets lit in quiet hours, a framed photo that reminds you of who you've been and who you're becoming. This is a space of becoming, and it deserves care. Now you might wonder, do these things really matter? Do a few little objects actually make a difference in the flow of life? The answer is yes. Not because the objects themselves are powerful, but because you become different when you treat your space like it matters. When you choose objects that comfort rather than clutter. When you let your home reflect not your perfection, but your intention. And the truth is, most people never slow down long enough to realize how much the energy of their home has been dictating the energy of their life. They don't notice how quickly they walk past their own front door, how rushed the first 3 steps into the house feel, how often their eyes land on things that drain them rather than restore them. But when you fill that forgotten space with care, when you offer it just enough attention to say, this matters, you begin to shift something deeper than design. You shift the way your home responds to you. And slowly you begin to feel less like a person getting through the day and more like a person arriving into a space that knows how to hold you. That's the gift of small things. That's the silent power they carry. They don't just sit there. They listen. They anchor. They become reminders, subtle, beautiful, and consistent, that your home is alive, that your life is allowed to feel sacred, even in the smallest corners, and that every time you come home, you deserve to be welcomed, not just by people, but by the space itself. Part 4, different home types, one energy principle. Not every home has the same layout, but every home, no matter its shape or size, has one thing in common. It carries your energy. Whether you live in a small apartment, a long, narrow townhouse, a single-level ranch, or a spacious suburban house with a foyer, the way energy enters your home moves through it, and holds space for you is always guided by the same principle. The beginning of your home defines everything that comes after. That first step through the door, it sets the emotional tone. The space between the entry and your living area, that's your home's breath. If it's rushed, cold, or chaotic, everything that follows will carry that same feeling. But when it's slowed, softened, and intentional, the entire home becomes a refuge. Let's begin with the smallest spaces, studio apartments or compact city homes. These are the places where the front door often opens straight into the living room or kitchen, sometimes all in one line. It's efficient, but energetically it's overwhelming. Life rushes in. There's no pause, no boundary, and the home, instead of holding you, starts to feel like a hallway. The solution isn't building walls, it's building rhythm. A narrow cabinet near the door, a low shelf with a soft lamp, a small leafy plant that greets the air as it enters. These aren't decorations, they're energy cues. Together they say, let's slow down here, let's arrive. If there's no room for furniture, even a soft-colored rug or a beaded curtain can signal that subtle shift. You're not just inside, you're home. Now picture the long, narrow townhouse common in urban neighborhoods, especially older ones. These homes often feel like tunnels. The front door opens, and your eyes land on the back wall. There's no natural stopping point, no curvature in the energy. Everything flows too quickly. In these homes, the key isn't to block, it's to layer. Use visual and sensory elements to create depth. A soft runner rug down the center line, wall sconces or ceiling lights spaced evenly to break up the tunnel effect. Diffused scent from an oil diffuser near the door. A ceramic chime that rings as you enter. These details create gentle resistance, not obstacles but invitations. You're asking energy to stay, to move thoughtfully, to find its place rather than escape. And that changes how it feels to live there. Suddenly, the house has pacing, it has breath. Then there's the single-story home, the ranch house, the older suburban layout, or a rural-style home with a central common space. Often the front door opens into a large open area. It seems spacious, but something about it still feels exposed, vulnerable, like the energy spills out just as quickly as it comes in. These homes need anchoring. Think of it like placing a weight on the page so the wind doesn't blow it away. A low shelf near the entrance, a vase with tall stems or pampas grass, a small bench where you pause, sit, remove your shoes, or just breathe. A warm, low lamp that turns on at dusk and glows through the evening. This space is your home's heart, and like any heart, it needs a rhythm. Without it, you'll notice your days feel fast but unfulfilling. Your body is home, but your spirit never quite settles. Create a central focal point, even a piece of artwork with calm imagery, nothing too loud or detailed, something that helps the eye and the energy rest. And then there are the larger homes, newer builds, homes with grand foyers or wide hallways that lead into living spaces. These often feel elegant but oddly cold, empty despite all the square footage. That's because space without intention becomes hollow. You need warmth, you need purpose. A tall plant to the left of the doorway, a fiddle leaf, a palm, or even a large peace lily. A console table with a curved bowl, a soft light and one object that feels meaningful. A smiling figurine, a stack of worn books, a candle you light every night. Don't fill the space with furniture. Fill it with feeling. Add a rug not just for shoes, but to ground the step inside. Choose textures that feel soft underfoot. Add light with warmth, not glare. Think amber glow, not blue brightness. This is where people first exhale when they arrive. This is where your home says, you're safe now. And no matter what type of home you live in, here's the truth. When the entrance is neglected, the energy doesn't just feel rushed. It feels unwelcome. It carries that into every room. It lingers in conversations, in meals, in sleep. But when that entrance is tended to, when it's softened, grounded, and treated as a living part of the home, something changes. People speak more gently. Movement becomes less frantic. Even silence feels warmer. And you begin to notice that you don't dread coming home anymore. In fact, you start to crave it. Because energy isn't a theory, it's an experience. It's the difference between walking into a cold, echoing space and walking into light, scent, softness, and stillness. You know it the moment your shoulders drop, the moment your breath slows, the moment the house feels like it's on your side again. So whether you have 500 square feet or 5,000, this isn't about size. It's about flow. It's about care. The principle is the same. Before the energy can nourish your life, it must be allowed to arrive, to pause, to feel welcome. And that begins at the threshold, not the day you bought the house, not the furniture you chose, but the quiet, overlooked space where everything enters. Honor that place in whatever way your home allows. Let it breathe. Let it hold. Let it bless every room that follows. Final, every home holds energy. Not in some abstract, mystical way, but in a very real, physical sense. Light, sound, scent, and movement, all of these are energy. The materials you touch, the air you breathe, the spaces you walk through, they're all part of a system. And just like in nature, systems need balance, flow, rhythm. Without it, even the most beautiful house can feel heavy, unsettled, off. What we've explored together isn't about trends or aesthetics. It's about alignment. It's about understanding that your home isn't just a container for your life, it's a mirror of it. When your entryway is chaotic, you carry that into your day. When it's neglected, you feel unseen. But when it's cared for, even in the simplest ways, you begin to shift how you show up. Not just in your home, in yourself. That soft divider isn't just furniture, it's a signal. A signal to pause, to breathe, to re-enter with intention. The small plant, the warm light, the gentle sound, these aren't extras. They are reminders that you deserve softness, that your space deserves attention. That peace is something you can create, not just wait for, so take a moment. Stand at your doorway, don't just walk in. Feel what meets you there and ask yourself, does this space invite you in, or has it been waiting for you to notice it? Because once you do, everything begins to shift, not all at once, but softly, gently, like a house that's finally learning to exhale.